from sports to entertainment to business especially. We see women rising, taking their place. But the question now is that, are Nigerian women actually interested in politics? Can we see that we have more Nigerian women interested in politics?
So far, they are the one following the politician. If they don't have interest, why would they be following politician? Let's campaign start now and take the census. The women will be the one with actually be following them, clapping and dancing. What instigates, what attracted them, what pushed them to do that? Is it because of the 500 naira? No. They are interested in politics because they are conscious that policies are from even politics. What do I mean? Like, I'm Mama Empowerment. I try as much as possible to do something for youth. I so much have passion for youth. Now, even if I'm billionaire, I have enough to spread through all this youth to make them comfortable. Policies are there to make them not go far. What do I mean? When there is no market for their products, if there is a ready market, if it is that, any product you produce, the government will take it over, there is law guiding that. You will see the effort of this youth and effort of everybody bringing up. And even the value of dollar will be reduced because we will now be buying made in Nigeria. Everybody, every home will become an entrepreneur. So the policies to push to that will be there. So it's not that they are not interested in politics. They are interested. But, there's always a giant, a masquerade in the home. A man will say, out of his own jealousy, if I see you saying you want to join politics or thereabout, because he felt that politics is about messing around. He wants to protect his wife. He doesn't want anybody to share his wife with him. So he's number one person that hinder a woman from not joining politics. Instead of having confidence in the wife, trusting the wife, and pushing, packaging the wife and say, you can do it. Like what my own husband used to do. You can do it with prayer, with everything that I have. You can do it. An average man will not give a wife such a support from home because he's afraid that, when I push my wife, it will become meat for every hunter in the politics, which is not. It's not. If a woman is a prostitute before she joins politics will only help that woman to do it more. If he's not a prostitute before she joins politics, then he cannot become a prostitute. So man should be rest assured that we won't mess up when we join politics. They want to, but their husband is hindering them from moving on to take up political posts.
So what will be the needed movement to encourage men to assist their wives? Because we've identified it now. So what's going to be needed to say, what sort of campaign will be needed to say, men, you know what, when your wife or the women around you say they want to indulge in politics or get involved in politics, this is what you should do. This is what you should assess. What kind of campaign will be needed to do that?
I think the first one is women be dutiful. We are going to be raising seminars, awareness, women to be dutiful, be responsible at home. Number one, if you are submissive, you are humble, you are dutiful. Your husband wants to eat, there's food on the table in time. Your husband needs you on bed, you are available, no excuse. The children, you are nurturing them in godly way. People see your children and they want to see that God should do such for them. Honestly speaking, the man will be convinced that, my wife is really a leader. Because if you don't have all these traits, even from home, you can't go out and be a leader. You just want to go and, scramble up money and mess up. My marriage is 27 years this year. I discovered a lot about men. Honestly speaking, they are so simple. Simple to handle. Every key that opens the heart of a man, a husband, is in the hands of his wife. But sometimes women are not patient enough to present their mind, their purpose, what they wanted. They want to take it as, even as you are created by God, me too, I'm created by God. No, men don't like you, being in war with them. There are better way of communicating what you want to do. So there will be a lot of awareness, a seminar to tell women, go and be responsible. Start politics from your house. Like I give you what definition of politics is all about. Sharing effectively, fairly, resources that is in the nation among these citizens. That's all. So start it from home. Do fair with your wife, with your husband, with your children. Your time, know how you will balance it. Your money, know how you balance. Some women cannot contribute, cannot add a penny to their husband's expenses. In that, if they become politicians, that means they will not go extra mile for the nation. They will not. So if we will do that one, awareness will be there, because if your husband release you, there's no one that can hinder you. It's just the husband. Immediately you make up your mind, because you are the first person to make up your mind you are going to politics. The next person is your husband. And your husband will not release you if you don't make him happy.
So women should understand that politics starts from the home.
Yes.
Such a beautiful submission. Let's take an assessment test for previous years where we've seen women take their place. For example, once Minister of Finance, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala, Kemi Adeosun, is the Minister of Finance right now. Finance is also a woman. We've seen women politicians elsewhere. How would you rate their performance so far? Contributions to progressive governance.
Like, I wouldn't like to mention him, but I would like to say some really stood their ground, because until you can stand your ground, you won't be able to have good performance. You'll be a dummy. A leader always have their mind. A follower is the one that follow the mind of the leader. So some of these women, they are just there to just be figurehead. They don't have anything to offer. They are just there. So we cannot feel their impact. That is the truth. And it's like that brought disgrace to the womanhood. That wow. Why would this? Because you are in this position, we didn't see how you are really promoting women effectively. You are only doing order from above. Order can be from above, but you will need to convince the order. This one, I'm the one that understand my women food. This is what we need now. This is not what we need. If you go around and be giving money like how much? 20,000 and say you are a happy woman. That woman in her home, that woman that she man such empty, that will have, because when you are part of the government, you are to assist the overall leader there. When the governor or the president now say, we are going to be relieving women with 20,000 to start business. In your own calculation, you should be able to convince that administration that 20,000 cannot go anywhere. You know? But because you are a figurehead, you are a follow person. Even though you are to represent women in your cabinet, when I say represent, it's not by physical feature. It's about the policies, it's about the idea. It's about things you have to do to promote women in that cabinet. But you are there, government say we will be distributing 20,000 to start business, and you agree with such a government. That means you are a failure, you are not representing women. You're supposed to advise the government and say, 20,000 will not go far. Inflation, this, and this, convince the government, so that even if the government has plan to empower women with, let's say, 100 women for 2020, you can say, no, we can reduce the number and give a quality empowerment. Do you understand? And there are some of them that stood their ground and said, no, this thing will not work. This is what will work. I love when people are positively stubborn. I love it, because that is then you will see results and all that kind of thing. So when we are saying appraiser, some of them, they know they fail. And some of them, they can say, yes, I did my best. So that is my appraiser, because I wouldn't like to mention names, but they know that as much as you are a woman, you are in a cabinet, you are in a government, and you are not fully representing the mind of a woman, your fellow woman, give such a person 20,000 to go and start business. Can that 20,000 go far with that person? That 20,000, she will now, that's then he will remember there is no Gary in the store and go and buy Gary. She will want to meet the family needs first. Why can't you suggest equipment, things? I mean, why can't you gather, make policies that will gather these women together and form a company, Gary Industry, where as they are making Gary, they are making their money from it. Regular money, salary. Instead of now saying, go and use 20,000 to start Gary business. Is that sense in that? How much is a bag of Gary? We go from here to Oyo and buy Gary. Your 20,000 probably at the end will only buy 2 bags. Is that establishment? So, I'm just saying that we women should be careful and don't betray ourselves. Don't say, today you think you are rich. I don't know. But I think it's better to think about wealth than being rich. And make an impact to your generation. When you are no more there, let people weep and say, if it's not this person. So we need to really behave anytime we have opportunity to represent women. Don't go and represent women because you are in retirement. You are in one buba. That's not what being a woman is. Being a woman is burden bearer.
Now that you mentioned women not betraying each other, so how then do we educate women going into politics on the right things to note, helping them to realize that they shouldn't be figurehead, but use their virtue as a woman, use their ability as a woman to convince other fellow politicians, especially male-dominated politicians, to do things right?
Number one, they have to work on themselves. Women has